Hello? My voice. Darn it. Hello. I'm going to be showing you my M17A. Wait, is this going to show up? Or is it going to be all backwards? Yeah, it's my M17A2 gas mask. Basically, the M17 series was created as a less bulky alternative to the M9, which has a massive filter hanging off the side, with other improvements, like it has a voice diaphragm. So, yeah. Big improvements off the bat. Throughout the M17 series, the ABC M17, which was the original mask, is made of a thick butyl rubber with it has no voice it has a voice diaphragm, unlike the older M9. But it does not have a drinking tube or resuscitation tube like other M17 series masks. So it's just like the bare bones of an M17 mask. And it was known as the ABC, and on the carrier it says ABC M17. After that came the M17A1, which added a drinking tube and a resuscitation tube. And then after that came the M17A2, which removed the resuscitation tube but kept the drinking tube because the resuscitation tube was faulty. So, just a good carrier. I believe you'd keep your I forgot what you keep in this pocket. I think it's outserts, but I can't remember. This back pocket, you'd have your M13 decontamination and reimpregnation kit, and it's got two lift the dot snaps. Just tears open. I do not have the chemical hood on right now because it's a pain to put on. So this is an M17A2, dated 85. Some parts were made in 84, so I do not have outserts for it anymore. So that's a slight problem. It's the M17 series are cheek filter masks. I forgot to mention this at the beginning. But they're cheek filter masks, and basically you don't see a canister on the outside because the filters are, this is how you get to them from the inside, right there, and there's little snaps, and air comes in through here, goes through the cheek filter, through the T-saw tubes, T-saw tubes, which are right here and right here, but you can't see those ones. And into the defogging the lenses, and then it goes into the no, you can't see that. And then it goes through discs in the oral nasal cup. Let me see if I can. Nah. And then there are discs. Oh, wait, can you see it here? Right, you see that at the very at the bottom, that little circular thing? That's the disc that it enters into the oral nasal cup for the wearer to breathe. And then when he breathes out, those discs go against that metal part, and so all air only escapes through the exhale valve. In the carrier, I have a waterproofing bag. Wait, no, I don't have a waterproofing bag in the carrier right now. It's over on my bed. But I have the I believe it's the M6A2 chemical hood. That's the designation. And the voice diaphragm exhale valve assembly goes there. Eyepiece is there. Then the filter inlet discs on each side. And these masks replace the M9 and were adopted by all branches of the military in, I believe, 1960. But then in the Navy and Air Force, they were phased out by the MCU-2P and MCU-2AP and continued service with the Marines and Army until 1992, I believe. That's because that's when the M50 started being phased in. They're made out of a thick butyl rubber, so they don't melt with blister agents. Exhale valve is right here. Wait, can you guys see that? Exhale valve's in here. This is the drinking tube on the outside. If you turn this lever, it puts the drinking tube into your mouth. And it has a really good voice emitter, which I'll show you later. It has the C8R1 head harness, which is an updated version of the C8 head harness on the M9. Let me pull the head harness over to show you the inside and then put it on. You guys, there's the voice emitter. That shiny thing back there is the voice emitter. And then I'm moving the straw forward. You guys can see the straw moving forward. And then in the very bottom of that, there's the exhale valve, which I can't show you because I don't have a flashlight right here. So I'm gonna put this on. Chain in first. And harness. Right, no, it got tangled. No, it's a little big on me. But it fits pretty well. I'm grabbing my M1 helmet. It was the M17 series were originally used with the M1 helmet, and then this is an M1 helmet that the earlier masks in the M17 series were used with until the 80s when M1 helmets were phased out by the Pasket, which this isn't a real Pasket. This is just like it's just like a costume helmet type of thing. It looks kind of like a Pasket, so they both work with this mask. It would have these outserts that go over the eye lenses, and it's a pretty comfortable mask. It presses a little bit, but that's to be expected because of the way you fold it when you put it in the carrier. Let me just adjust these straps back. They were still kind of sick, so these masks were they used cheek filters, which are not made anymore, so I mean, I wish they were, but in with the new, out with the old, so they were not the MCU-2AP and the MCU-2P were adopted in the Navy and Air Force over this mask because of I just thought it would work better, I believe, because they aren't actively fighting, and the Army and Marines didn't adopt the MCU-2P and MCU-2AP because they didn't perform to their tests, because their MCU-2 MCU2APs, MCU2Ps, not the strongest masks ever. So this is my M17A2. Yeah, M17A2. And I got this on eBay. They claimed it was a Vietnam M7. They claimed it was from Vietnam, but I could tell from the picture it wasn't from Vietnam because it was a picture of an M17A1 or an A2, not an ABC M17. And these masks are just generally good masks. I've somewhere on one of the YouTube channels that has old training films, it shows there's one about that was back from the I believe 60s that showed you how to use the ABC M17. It was just one of those old training films, which I like. Check out some of the old YouTube channels that have old training films that I'm subscribed to. They're some of my favorites that I know about. I don't know about very many others because I don't think it's the easiest thing to find old military training films because they're old military training films. So some of them are probably kind of elusive. Let me see if I can get this properly in. The carrier, I forgot to mention, the carrier has like plastic sheets woven, sewn into it. Right here. Try to help keep the shape of the carrier and protect it from light impacts and stuff like that. Okay, that's all for today. Bye.